Good morning. My name is Whitney Fauntleroy. I'm one of the associate pastors here at Westminster. As this is the week after Labor Day, where many people are going back to some sense of normality or normalcy, I was just trying to think of what's been a consistent spiritual teacher, or who has been a consistent spiritual teacher in my own life, and that is Mr. Henry Nouwen. I got into Henry Nouwen in college, and even he inspired me to spend a summer with a large community in Mobile, Alabama. So today I want to read an excerpt from his writing called Weavings. If we look at our world, how much are we really in control? Isn't our life in large part passion? Of course, we are active, but the margin in which we are active is much smaller than the margin in which we are acted upon by people, events, the culture in which we live, and many other factors beyond our control. This becomes especially clear when we notice how many people are handicapped, chronically ill, elderly, or restricted economically. It seems that there are more and more people in our society who have less and less influence on the decisions that affect their own existence. Therefore, it becomes increasingly important to recognize that the largest part of our existence involves waiting in the sense of being acted upon. But the life of Jesus tells us that not to be in control is part of the human condition. His vocation was fulfilled not just in action, but also in passion, in waiting. Imagine how important that message is for people in our world. If it is true that God and Jesus Christ is waiting for our response to divine love, then we can discover a whole new perspective on how to wait in life. We can learn to be obedient people who do not always try to go back to the action, but who recognize the fulfillment of our deepest humanity and passion in waiting. If we can do this, I'm convinced that we will come in touch with the glory of God and our new life. Then our service to others will include our helping them to see the glory breaking through, not only where they are active, but also where they are being acted upon. And so the spirituality of waiting is not simply our waiting for God. It is also participating in God's own waiting for us, and in that way coming to share in the deepest purity of love, which is God's love. Will you pray with me? Lord, let this be an Advent season, even as we are in the fall and in the new school year. Help us to realize the spiritual discipline of waiting. Waiting for you, waiting on the world, and let us live in the tensions of waiting for the kingdom to come, but also actively involved in bringing it to earth. Amen.